Well, United Talk TV, back after the Brentford game. Brilliant. What the hell was that? Every time I think they've turned the corner, do they turn up with that shite. So weak. So weak. What does everybody think on the game? I'm sure there's going to be a lot of outrage, a lot of questions asked of the manager again. And don't get me wrong, in my backing of him, I don't think he's been without his faults. But again, I'm not going to lay it all at his door. Now, we are obviously very weak in the middle of the park, and he's not addressing that. But yet again, individual blipping errors have turned the game, cost us the game, turned the game in their favour. And then we didn't really ever look like doing anything. Now, them players, when are they going to toughen up? When is anyone going to grab the game by the scruff of the neck, get the people around them and say, listen, you've got a bloody Man United shirt on. There is no Roy Keane type figure. There is no one that gets hold of them. Now, Bruno, being a really good player, I know, very divisive. Again today, he's probably going to get his critics. But he's not a captain, is he? He's not a captain. He might try hard, but that's not enough to be the captain. The captain picks the troops up. The captain gets them up when they're down. When they're being rubbish, the captain sets the standard. Roy Keane set a standard, and he made sure that people stuck to that standard. And if they didn't, he would drag them to that standard, demand it. Bruno flings his arms about, starts whinging. I mean, he miscontrolled a pass, the long ball, miscontrol. Not even miscontrol, he didn't even really bloody control it at all. It weren't miscontrol, he bloody missed the ball. Ball goes out for a throw-in, and he starts moaning that the pass should have been in front. That's not a captain. Good player, done good things, probably our best signing since Fergie, but he doesn't have the traits of a leader. And we are leaderless on that pitch. So, when we go a goal behind, we haven't got anyone that gets hold of them. It's that old cliche, isn't it, of it's 0-0, guys. We're going to go again, we'll get the next one, and we'll do it from there. I mean, the most famous one is probably Tottenham, weren't it? 3-0 down at half time, and then smashed them 5-3. This team never fills you with belief that they can do that. Now, the first goal, again, is individual error. Now, the system might not have helped in that, but they know what it is and what's expected. Harry Maguire knows he hasn't got pace. He hasn't got pace. So why is he the deepest man trying to play offside trap up near the halfway line? So he goes too late, and then the forward's away, and he's never catching him. Never. That's not his strength. If you're going to play like that, if you insist on having someone deeper, then it's got to be a Euro or a Luke Shaw, who, if they do that, at least have a chance to make up that ground. Harry Maguire is never making that ground up. Never. So why? Why is he doing that? Experienced defender. Why? And not only that, he's not stepping as he's side on, ready to sprint back and clear the ball. He's flat. He's facing the wrong way. So not only has he got no pace at all, he's got to turn himself around as well. There is no way he is getting back. And I thought it was really poor. But it's just a thumped ball, a thumped long ball, which I knew they was going to do. They was going to stick it up, and corners and throw-ins and thump balls long. It's so crap. It's rubbish football, but you should be able to defend that. And then the second one, it's another thumped ball, and this time De Ligt turned his back on it. He's lost the ball. He's lost his player. I don't understand that. So I tell my under 10s, don't turn your back on the ball. Under 10s, which is the only shining light because we won. So I've always got them to boost me weekend. But turning your back on the ball is criminal. He didn't know where he was, what he was doing. The ball bounces in. They still don't deal with it, obviously. Bindier makes a bit of a save, pushes it straight out to him. No one's thought to go for that second ball in case he pushes it out. They still don't learn. They still don't get themselves in there first when the keeper's going to inevitably drop it out into that area. And he's done his best to miss that, hasn't he? Bindier's let it go under him. So again, another error. And the third goal, I mean, it's a really nice little dink over Boomo, I think, gone down. Brentford player just dinked it over him. But to be beaten by that strike, I give Bindier his props. He made a couple of great saves from some headers. But you can't rely on him, because he's been beaten straight down the middle from 25 yards and he's dived past the ball. So, and then obviously Bruno again has missed a penalty, and I never thought he was going to score that penalty, because whenever teams delay and he has that time, it seems to get in his head. And again, I go back to the mentality and the leadership, captain. But why, if you can't handle it, which is just why I think they made them subs purposely and all that, to delay it, to get in his head. But if you can't handle that pressure, give someone else the ball. Give them if not to take it, at least to stand there while we wait. So you can just get on, don't even think about it, last minute, go and take the ball. But it was a poor penalty. And I never like that stuttering run. Because it's kind of telegraphed what you're going to do. You're only going to go, you're not going to hammer it, are you? You're not going to smash it with that run up. So if they pick the right way, it's inevitably going to get saved because it's weak. All you're banking on is the keeper diving the wrong way. But if they dive the right way, you're in trouble. At least if you just run up to it and hit it hard, if they dive the right way, you've at least got the power which could take it past them, or they've got to make a hell of a save. But when you do that little stutter thing and the keeper guesses right, it just looks so bad. It's like when you just try a Panenka. You try a Panenka and the keeper just stands up. It's that. So, but he missed obviously against Fulham, didn't he? Which he tried to take the lever off the ball. And now he's missed one where he's gone back to his stutter and it's a little, just a pass towards the corner. Now is he going to give him up now? Is he going to give someone else a go at it? Because I always used to feel really confident with Bruno on penalties, but the last couple of years he hasn't filled me with that same confidence. But yeah, so very poor really. I think if that had gone in, they'd drop and we'd be pushing for the win. So I guess it's a small detail in that sense, but they're so poor. It's a real letdown because you never know what they're going to do. You never know what they're going to turn up like. They haven't got that character. You can't rely on them. I thought, yeah, they've been playing some real nice stuff. They're going up against a team in poor form. Started off nice, first 5 minutes, then one error and the crowd's up. Another error, is 2-0. And it's a long way back from that. Doesn't matter what team you're playing, where they are in the table. You give them 2-0 head start like that, and you're up against it. Because they're all Premier League football teams. They're all good football teams. But where was the start against Chelsea, the start against Fulham? Where did that go? And then we all started going all slow again, and teams know when they drop in and we play slow, we don't do anything with it. So yeah, that was frustrating. The referee I thought was very poor. Very, very poor. The standard of refereeing in this country is terrible. I mean, so before their first goal, Cunha's on the edge of the box. The guy takes none of the ball, clatters into the back of his legs, he goes down, he doesn't give a free kick. For what? Oh, you got to be stronger. What? So it doesn't matter if you're fouled, you just got to be stronger, but then when you fouled another time, it's a foul. There was one exactly like that, a bit later in the game, Brentford, a bit further out, but exactly the same thing, goes down free kick. Where's the consistency in this? And I just thought he was very poor. He'd missed some things, and then he was giving everything. Every time a player fell over. And then you've got VAR. What is this? What is this? Right, so Mbumo's he's been denied a goal scoring opportunity by somebody who has made no attempt to play the ball. Right? So how, when they've got the time to review it and take their time to come to the correct decision, how is that not a red card? 99 times out of 100, that will be a red card. But it just seems when it's United, then it's these things are not given. And I was going to do my nut if for Sesko's goal they ruled that out for a foul on the goalkeeper, because it was exactly the same. It was probably even less of what happened to Burndeer against Arsenal. And I think they kind of knew that they had to give it, because they gave that one to Arsenal, because they'd have made a rod for their own back if they'd ruled that out. But I just think it's horrendous. You've got time to stop and replay and go. How you cannot come to the conclusion that he's not attempted to play the ball and he's denied a goal scoring opportunity. The rules say it in black and white, and yet still he manages to escape the red card. Now obviously I don't want to rely on that, but they go down to 10 men and it's different. It's a different game, isn't it? So they'd probably sank further and further, thus giving us more and more opportunities, and the game's probably different. And even on Sky Sports they was like, I don't even know how that's not a red card. But it always seems to be United these things happen, doesn't it? But ultimately, Bruno missing the penalty, it was a right kick in the teeth. And again, talking about individual errors for the goal, and people have been hammering him for leaving out Mainu. Just before the third goal, the ball's popped back to him. He took his eye off the ball, missed the ball, give it away to their defender. Again, another long bit of a ball up the pitch, and then the nice little flick over, and they're up, and then Burndeer should have saved it. But again, individual errors, just lacks of concentration. Now people might make the counter argument, it's because he's not got the minutes, he's a bit rusty. But that's easy to control that ball there. He wasn't particularly under any pressure. He's just been too blasé, and he's lost the ball. And ultimately, it's gone up the other end and they've scored. And that's the thing I do dislike with system or shape or whatever. I do get that bit. We are very susceptible. We're very open up there, but he wasn't even playing that shape. It'd thrown everyone on, hadn't he? And it had kind of gone out the window. But yeah, individual errors are just killing us, and poor decisions. I mean, I think it was Bruno played a lovely ball over the top. Dorgu chested it on, and then he throws himself on the floor. Why? The referee told him to get up, and rightly so. There was no need. He's this supposed physical specimen. He's the wrong side of the defender. Just run, mate. There wasn't enough in it for him to go down. He's just thrown himself down looking for a free kick, and it's pathetic. And quite rightly, the referee told him to get up. That's what I mean. Character, mentality. Patrice Evra there, he's making sure he gets that ball. Once he's flicked it on, he's getting the ball. He's not throwing himself on the floor looking for a cheap free kick. You're in behind your man. You've got the legs. So, but the times again, I saw the ball set back. Alright, the ball's out wide. Dallo had a chance to whip it in. The first one, he's just knocked it back out, which flipping infuriates me. And then the next one, he's had the ball's come to him, set perfectly to just whip it first time, bit of pace, whip it straight in at that area where Sesko and that can go at it, and he took a touch. and slowed it down. By the time he's put this weak, almost looped ball in, they're beyond it. It's so easy to play against. But that's what I mean, it's just poor decision making, poor character, weak mentality. I imagine if they was 3-2 up at that time and the ball's rolled back, he'd just whip it straight away. It's just wrong decision making, costing us all the time. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of their weakness. Because for all the things they've done well this season and all the play, it's just wrong decisions, weak mentality, costing us time and time again. And crap long balls over the top, not dealing with it. I mean, I thought I was watching, probably doing Stoke a disservice saying watching Stoke. Now I know they're down and they're fighting and they've got the result out of it. That is crap. That is a crap advertisement for supposedly the toughest league, the best league in the world. Thumping it long, chucking long throws in the box. What is that? There's no way to play the game of football. And again, the people at work were talking to me, and I was talking about the difference in football nowadays, and I don't know if I put it out, made a video about back 90s, 2000 to now, the difference in football. It's night and day. You can't tell me the football now is good. It's just not. It's just nothing on that. But I digress from the game. Just feel really flat. I thought they had a real chance to go at it, put a marker down. Why are they not doing it themselves? They should be buzzing themselves off of that win at Chelsea. And they've been playing some nice stuff. I think, right, let's get at this. Let's shut some people up. But they didn't. Went in themselves again whenever it gets a bit tough. They down tools, don't they? Well, they don't turn down tools, but they have this sort of mentality of feeling sorry for themselves, and it's just weak. Needs a couple of leaders in there, because it's just very weak. So as soon as they, like a deck of cards, they get a bit of a blow at them and they just fall, crumble. So yeah, overall very disappointed. Now I've got to wait a whole another week. In fact, is it international? I don't know. Can't be asked to think about it at the moment. So yeah, Amorim's going to take all the flack again. And like I say, he's not without his faults, but the character and the individual bloody mistakes, it can't be on him. I mean, there was another one in Dallo where I think Sharda was in a foot race with him, doesn't really do anything, don't muscle him off the ball, doesn't see it out, doesn't tackle. Sharda just turns and he's in. So weak. I've seen stuff about Gary Neville being a poor fullback and was in a good team. He'd have never got beat like that there, because he had a bit of bloody heart, a bit of fight, a bit of pride in himself. And he's like to come out, oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't good, oh, we've got to go again, oh, thank you, and then they just do the same shit. Grow a set of nuts. Put a bit of heart into things. Flipping run my nuts off for that badge. So yeah, don't know, what's everybody's thoughts on it? Just really deflated and looked like a bit of a wally as well, don't I? Because in the preview I was like, yeah, we're going to be a good win here. And I really thought they would, but I didn't account for the fact that they decide whether to turn up or not. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts on the game, and I'll catch you in the next one.